What is up? We got T-minus 5 days until we head out to the LZ Invitational. We've been doing some cool stuff around the shop lately. Just finished this LS powered Camaro thing. Of course, we have the 240, beautiful plants. Don't forget we have these t-shirts. We got E46 up on the rack doing a welded diff. It's gonna be a drift car. And then we got Randall over here doing some Wisefab stuff for Napoleon Motorsports. Just finished doing an install. Probably gonna cut these fenders, I think. Are we cutting these fenders today? Are we gonna mess them up?
Cut the fenders.
Yeah, cutting the fenders. Then today we have Mark coming down and bringing the NASCAR for the LZ Invitational. We're gonna get that up on the rack, see what kind of things we can do to it. I don't even know what we can do to it or what's adjustable. I know it has two A-arms up top with some adjustability, but I don't know what kind of numbers we're gonna be looking at. So that's kind of the reason for this video. Other than that, busy day at the shop, which is surprising because we're heading into Christmas next week. So thank you for everyone that's, been coming and spending, and spending money. Other than that, I'll keep you guys informed as we go along. All right, Mark just got here. A couple of things going on. Doing oil cooler upgrade on Harris's car. This is his old one. I'm gonna try to fit this guy in, which is really big. It's a brand new product from Koyo. And then Christian's doing the nut and bolt on the last year's car that we took to the LZ Invitational. So we're gonna do a nut and bolt on this, and then an alignment, because it's pretty rough from running into people. It was much rougher than I remember. I think last year it was fresh when we took it to the LZ Invitational. This stuff is ridiculous. Mark should be coming in. I can hear the car. And let's see. It's funny looking at this car. It's like, still has the 240 diff. Like these arms are kind of old for its time period. But they still work. They still work. Just, and then, having the rubber bushings here. It's definitely interesting to look at because a lot of the cars have much advanced, and it's still a good car. It still drives very good. Just a lot of the cars have like full-blown suspension now, to where this has like a knuckle kit. Oh wait, let me get some light. You got some light? Give me some light. Yeah, there we go. Like this thing has what is this? Probably like a PBM old style kit. I don't even know if they make this anymore. So other than that, tried and true stuff for sure. Yeah, let's look at this NASCAR thing though. This thing makes me excited. Like a dork. All right, so we got Losi's car after it got nut and bolted. Boy, this boy was living right here with all that toe in. Oh yeah, you change me back, change me back. Look at the caster on that side. This whole side has had some fun. This side not too bad, but we're definitely gonna fix all of this. Man, Aaron can drive through anything, and this is totally acceptable back here. This is like for a lot of grip. He'd be making moves, but I don't know. He's definitely not using the front end to drive. Look at that tire. It's just all towed in. I'm surprised. And then this is also hilarious. But yeah, Christian's gonna work on that. I'm still working on this thing, trying to make things work out. This is the easy one because we've already done a lot of S chassis, so soon. that one's saved for last. Oh, and Mark also told me that after this, he's leaving straight to Florida, so that's funny. All right, so I put the oil cooler in. This is a really nice bracket. I don't know who made this, but this was already here. So I tried it out. I got it to like 25 degrees with the angle finder, and I thought, okay, so that'll be cool. I'm actually gonna try to grind these tabs down and flip them, and try to make it work out like that, and see if we can save this bracket. I think we should be able to, but I'll bring you along for the process. As you can see, this is much bigger than the other one, and it's much nicer, much thicker, and the mounting tabs are definitely different, but not too far. So I think if we reverse these and you know, move them, maybe we don't have to make new ones, but maybe we might. Who knows? I think the whole thing first is I'm gonna get this off and see what it does.
She calls me day and night. I'm sorry girl, you just don't make me feel right. I never meant to make you cry, you were right. Just leave me be, I'm not gonna put up a fight. And every time you wake up feeling worse, and then you check the time. It's never what it feels like, just throw me a dime. If everything was good, then you would feel alive. If everything was good, then you would feel alive. Everything was good, then you would feel alive. If everything was good, then you would feel alive.
Still have that one?
Yeah.
Now it's just full of car parts?
Tail lights.
Taillights?
Tail lights. Dude, my cars go through a lot of tail lights, so I'm gonna keep them on hand. Look at that. All clean, brand new. That's it. Boom. Cleaned and ready to modify. Alright. This is so funny, like, me, I can barely see, like, this is my eye view right here. Like, if you're looking at my eye level, I can see the cluster. Aaron's such a big person. I can't see nothing. Surprisingly, I can reach though. So that's kind of weird. He must have a weird body size. But this is the S14, all done. Drive straight. The rack actually feels kind of good, so that's pretty good. Other than that, that's all we got. Gonna wash it now, and this car is officially done, and bolt check, nut check, everything's good. Boom. Now this is gonna be the most interesting thing, because one, we have the solid beam looking thing. Johnny does not move.
It does.
Oh, it does move. Okay, well, we haven't even raised it, so I don't know nothing.
Slotted,
Oh, it's slotted.
and has 3 mounting points. They
Oh.
all have mounting points, so like you can change the angle there.
Okay, so we're gonna get this one up in the air, kind of go over it. I don't know nothing apparently. We got these little tricky arms, and then we got 2 different knuckles, which who knows? Did you guys even measure Ackerman or nothing?
No.
No. So.
I cut
Yeah.
this one to make it the same length as that one.
Oh, okay. So this from here to here is the same length? Is
Yeah,
that okay? Should be. Should be.
I didn't use a jig.
We didn't
Yeah,
use a
close.
jig. Just freestyled. This car's so great.
Well, good news, if that one's longer, we can just
You
move
can just.
this one.
No, I have faith in y'all that it was pretty close. If not, then it is what it is. What if that one's too short?
Then have
What kind of car is this, anyways?
so it's a circle track car from
Cir-
the 90s.
Circle track car from the 90s.
Yeah, if you actually, this front section is a Chevelle.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So we
And
have
then
a
the
car to go.
rest- The rest is a jumble of tubes, and then the rear end is a Ford 9H.
Okay, so Chevelle of some sort. Oh, I wonder if we can measure the wheelbase to kind of get something close. Because all we really need is the numbers anyways. So, I'm going to take this measuring tape. Someone hold me right here.
Machine measures wheelbase.
Yeah. I like to check. Because then I can check what kind of car in the center would be closest. Oh, that's really long. That is a lot longer than I thought.
Yeah.
106. Damn, my G35 is 112. That is really long. That's longer than an S chassis, isn't it? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think S chassis are like 10.
I think 350Zs are 99. So that's a really long car. It doesn't look that long without a body on it.
With the body, it looks incredibly long.
Does it? All right. So we're gonna get the mounting heads on this and see what we can do. Oh, keep you all up to date. All right, so we're gonna do the first caster sweep. He's measuring, taking the measurement. Christian's in there doing the brakes with the caster. The thing with the older cars is I like to have someone inside pressing the physical brake very hard because like they're not as good as modern day cars. So if this wheel rotates, it kind of gives you a bad caster reading. Woo. Let's see how Losie's been driving this whole time. Oh man. Let's show virtual. Alright, so that's kind of interesting. That's probably the wheel spacers because it has two wheel spacers stacked on top of each other. And this whole rear end is off, so we're gonna try to shift it a little. I need to get underneath. This is probably terrible to drive as the wheels are pointed in. You can see the exaggerated wheels. This was probably not too bad to actually drive through. That's actually like pretty good. But now we're gonna do some toe out and then try to manipulate this, the rear axle, and see what we can change. All right, so there's some pickup points right here, and we're not gonna change those. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna loosen this side and this side, and we're gonna put it on a ratchet strap and try to see if we can shim it a little bit because the toe is far off. That means that axle's kind of hanging back further than this axle. So what we're gonna do is pull this axle forward and that axle back somehow. And we're gonna try. It might not even change at all, but we're gonna give it a go. I gotta break it loose and then I'll come back and show you what the ratchet strap does. These are gonna be much harder to break, but yeah, we're in the middle of doing a YouTube. We're aligning a NASCAR right now.
Okay, finally arrived.
Yeah, finally.
Game.
Well, we did the S14 first. Congrats. Yeah.
I was just fishing for a compliment. I'll get out of here now.
Oh, okay. You're gonna have to hang up then.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Randall from IAS Performance. All right. So, got these loose. Get these loose. Do we have a ratchet strap or not yet?
Not yet. Want to grab it?
Yeah, let's grab it. I'm gonna keep moving. Oh, okay. So Mark just informed me that only one side has an eccentric for who the hell knows why.
Yeah, it's because on circle track cars, they only need to adjust one side based on the track to give themselves more or less.
Mr. Circle Track
Thrust
expert. You just became Circle Track expert.
But it has, well, we've talked to a bunch of people on it.
Yeah, well,
It has
yeah, the
different
pickup points.
Pickup points on both sides, along with having a centric on the right side.
You know, we're just trying to get this thing straight, but look at right there. Just a little arrow away. There. So, like, look, I can shift it. And then now, this should be exactly where we need to be. Right there. Boom. So, much easier than what I had going on, but sometimes like some on the truck stuff, it doesn't move at all. So we have to get crafty with the ratchet strap and move a whole axle. But this, not too bad, not too bad. So now we can go up front and check to see what we got going on, because that's the best that is gonna get. All right.
Sure you don't want to change the pickup points or anything?
No, because you can't really. If you go lower, you can only go up, and then you'd have to squat it. And I'm sure this is whatever's going on here. This looks straight. This looks fine.
Yeah, you want to mess with like the squatting?
No, I don't want to measure any of that. I'm worried about the front with all the toe in.
Oh, is it towed in?
Yeah, it's super towed in.
I think that's Rudy's fault.
I didn't even touch this thing before.
We're gonna blame Rudy for that one.
Oh gosh.
It's
So
his machine.
let's go up front, fools. I actually gotta tighten this down. So.
Oh, you know actually what it was?
What?
Last time we were out, Aaron wanted me to take the toe out of it, and we just kept going until it looked straight.
Oh, so it's eyeball.
I think so. At Harris Hill.
Man, Aaron's such a driver. Just like, whatever. Okay.
Yeah, that's the problem sometimes.
Yeah.
He's always like, this is wrong with it, and I'll come back and I'll look at it and I won't change anything, and he'll take it back out and I'm like, no, it's good now. Or like, I'll do exactly what he wants and he's like, no, that's not right.
Yeah. Nah, this should be. This is. The front doesn't look too bad though. I know you haven't seen the numbers yet.
I can't believe someone didn't wash this off before you got to it, Rudy.
I know. I'm gonna make you sweep. Actually, I should have Aaron sweep.
Man, I think I need to load these
You
cars
think
up and get out of here. Get a long drive to Florida.
Actually, that'd be funny. Watching Aaron with the broom.
Aaron loves it. It's not torture to him.
Oh, is it not?
Aaron likes manual labor.
Oh, let's
It's
go.
like,
Oh, actually, I've seen him with the broom.
It's like a
I lied.
zen.
I've seen him sweep track. That's my favorite thing to do, is sweep.
That's Aaron's too. It's manual labor. It's just like mindless. You get to
mindless.
be physical.
Yeah, and then you look at it, and there's an aesthetically pleasing vibe. All right. Oh yeah. So since you haven't seen the front. All right, look at that. It's all even from side to side. Look at that because of the freaking what do you call it? The blah 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 blah. The bolt-on spacers. Yes, I got it. That probably benefits you.
They're fine.
Uh,
There's not a lot of spacer.
See, this wasn't too bad though, except for this. I don't know what happened there, but you guys were at least almost even. Oh, let's crack some.
That was Rudy's fault.
And,
Rudy did that.
I did not do anything.
Oh, this is loose. Look at that. Cracked one was ready.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, there's not a lot of spacer there, Rudy. I don't know what you're talking about.
This is definitely new to me. Your ball joint unscrewing itself. So I just put a lot of Loctite in there. I drowned it in Loctite. Now I wonder what kind of numbers it's going to affect.
I don't know, but it's definitely not going to be good that it was loose.
Yeah, this whole thing is interesting. Like it makes sense, but like it's also weird.
Yeah, so these
Like I kind of wish ball joints screwed in.
They do.
Make like
You just gotta buy them.
not any little Japanese cars.
Yeah, you can sell them all kinds of sizes. These are totally rebuildable too. You can pull them completely apart and replace just the shank.
So they have one for 1986 Corolla.
I bet you someone does. I bet you someone on the forum knows the exact part number. Because Corolla guys are weird like that.
So we're on pause at the moment, but so far things are getting weird.
God, this was back way out.
Yeah. Yeah, let me just screw in my ball joint real quick.
Let's check the other one. Make sure it's tight.
Is this what they meant by nut and bolting your car?
Yes. Nut and ball jointing the car.
Check on your ball joints. Oh man. Alright. Back to the action. That's what it's supposed to look like. Alright, so that is our final numbers, and we have no idea how this is going to drive. We ended up deciding to take the spacer out of this to gain more camber, because this whole thing where the mounting point is offset from the other side. So where this side started out with good numbers, it was already destined to have better caster as this was set further back. And then Mark definitely knew way too much about NASCAR things.
I spent a lot of time on that.
Because I was like, yeah, it was actually his decision to move this out. So where this side has a spacer and this does not anymore. So there's a lot of funky things here. So, you know, we have good numbers. And I took the measurement on, I marked it and then did a full rotation. So I know, like, if we don't like this, we can change it on the track. It'll change when we do a full rotation. It'll change by 0.20. So we will be able to change that and know exactly without having to do toe plates. Yes. So gonna be an interesting thing. We don't know if we made it better or worse.
Yeah. We'll see.
We'll see. But Aaron can drive through anything. And Christian's just been up and down the whole time, changing stuff. It kind of looks like a drift car, though. Right? It looks like a freaking drift car.
Yeah. We didn't add any more camber to the side, did we?
Just a tiny bit, about half a degree. So I think that's where it's going to go. Look, so if you turn it to the left. Yeah, we're done here. Everything's already done, so we can.
No,
Yep.
I just meant like it's a pain in the ass to turn.
Is it a pain in the ass to turn?
Power steering.
Oh yeah, without power steering. Yeah, to the left, whatever. No, or other way. Sorry. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty good for. Yeah, it's probably maxed out on the plates, but you can see the steer.
You can go more.
Oh, you can go more, then go more.
Like the plate will just.
Oh, the plate's maxed out. Yeah, that's usually what. I usually do it off. Let's roll it back. Fine. Let's make this video even longer. Take the brake off. Ugh. All right, so you can see you have camber here. Now we're gonna turn it. Keep turning. Keep turning. Keep turning.
Brake. So it doesn't roll. Okay, go.
That's it.
No, that's not it.
Yeah, I've seen it do more than that.
It's got more.
Yeah, it definitely requires some effort. So right there, you know, you use the like 60% rule. It starts rolling over on itself. So 4.6, you could probably use a little bit caster, or I mean more camber, but you're definitely not using this much camber, or I mean this much angle while turning. So overall, I think it should drive good, but we'll find out. We will definitely find out, see what it does. And the trailing wheel actually looks pretty good too. So it looks pretty planted. Yeah, what do you think? It's gonna drive good?
I hope so.
I also hope so.
I think it drove well before, and it can only drive better.
I know. I think Aaron can just drive anything.
Worst case scenario, the S14 is set up perfect now.
Yeah, the S14. Well, that was also questionable because of the wreck that it was in, but it is more drivable than what he had it. So we'll see. Hopefully, I can bring you some more good coverage during the LZ event. Yep. So me and Mark are now on our way to Florida, except for he's driving, I'm flying, because I got work to do. All right, checking in, checking out. What a long video. Oh my God, they ripped, they turned it on. I can't English right now. It's been a long day.